Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Matt.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Tracy.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Like, what were you trying to accomplish this morning? You gotta stay down here. You gotta stay down here. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. We've been dealing with some chilly weather for the past couple days, and today is no exception. The high is only in the 30s. There's plenty of nests for everyone. Why y'all sitting on top of each other? I'll be honest with you, it's amazing how quick your body can adjust to warmer temperatures, because I'm pretty cold right now. And what's funny is if we go back about a month ago, this is some warm weather we're dealing with today. But anyway, we just got the animals finished. Daniel took care of the calves. He got silage for the outside cattle. I got the chickens taken care of, and I got the eggs collected, and I helped Daniel finish off feeding. Things are gonna be a little different today because Dad is not around. He had a meeting that he had to go to.
Did it fall?
Yeah? I had it set up perfect.
No, you didn't. I did.
At the moment, myself, Matthew, and Daniel, we are working on filling up the soil machine. We just got a few trays filled, and the reason for that is because we're gonna be working on transplanting cole crops today. Now, yesterday, my brothers were transplanting cabbage, but today I know we have some red cabbage, we have some savoy, and a whole bunch of other cole crops that need to be transplanted. However, before we can get to transplanting, we need to fill some trays up, which is what we're working on right now.
That might have to go up.
I think you pushed it through. When you got a few people working on this job, it makes it a lot easier. Matthew is feeding the trays to Daniel, Daniel's running them through the machine, and I'm taking them off the conveyor. When we all work together, pretty easy, pretty smooth. We are now down in greenhouse number 6. These are the plants we're gonna be working on transplanting. We have some kohlrabi right here. We have cauliflower, broccoli. Right here is some Brussels sprouts. And then we have half red cabbage, half savoy. All of this stuff we're transplanting is not for us, it is for sales. Here's that lettuce we transplanted the other day. And then right along here is some cabbage and kale that they've already gotten taken care of. Now the first thing we're gonna get started with today is kohlrabi. And as you can see, we had a really nice germination. All the plants look good. So let's get started. It's pretty windy out right now. We're sitting in these greenhouses. These greenhouses are pretty strong, but when the wind really starts to whip, sometimes it gets pretty loud in here.
You think
Let's start another one.
You think I could start one?
Yeah. Now, as we are pulling these seedlings out of the tray, we have to be careful we don't break the roots off. One of the best ways to fight that is making sure that our plug trays have enough moisture in them, and then these little seedlings, they come out a lot easier. The problem is when the trays are dry, then the seedlings hold fast. The roots try and hold fast, and then you end up breaking off the roots, which is something we don't want to deal with. So we try and make sure that our trays have enough moisture, and then the seedlings pop right out. Finished off the kohlrabi, now we're on a cauliflower. We are moving along well. Matthew is finishing off one last tray of cauliflower. What are you working on?
Brussels sprouts.
Daniel is working on Brussels sprouts, and the last tray of vegetables that we need to transplant is broccoli. Now, an interesting question I never really thought about was, are we being too rough on the seedlings when we're planting? And I never really thought about it because I've been doing this since I was little, so I'm so comfortable. I can tell while planting if one of these stems breaks, just by feeling it. Now, the difference between the seedlings that we plant and maybe some of the ones that you might have, ours are very stocky. So this plant, although it is short, it's pretty tough. And the reason for that is because of the germination greenhouse, because of the light, the moisture, the way we start them, they're tougher plants than normal. A lot of people, when they seed their own plants, they're long and spindly, and it is very easy to break them. So for us, these plants are a little on the tougher side, and it's not that I'm being rough with them, it's just I'm very comfortable doing this job. Some people are concerned that I'm breaking them. I'm not breaking them, don't worry. I am being a little rougher than most, but that's just because I've done this for a really long time. And I'm not saying I'm better at this than anybody, but I've just done this for a really long time. And if you want to go a little slower, go a little slower. As long as you're comfortable and you know you're not breaking your plants, then you're good.
So right now I'm just taking notes because I'm going to go up and print tags. And so I just needed to know how many trays we have. Everything got 10 kohlrabi, 7 cauliflower, 5 red cabbage, 4 Savoy, and then we're going to just guess how much broccoli that we're going to do because we have 2 trays of it.
When Grandpa's not here, you sit in the comfy chair and at your own personal table.
Sorry, I'm the favorite.
Trying to finish up the last of this broccoli. I got one more tray out of here, and then I'm gonna let the rest of the seedlings continue to grow. The broccoli looks pretty good. I think we're gonna have a nice sale on it. This broccoli always seems to do very, very well after transplant. So hopefully it'll continue to grow fast. We'll be able to get it all sold. Now with our cole crops, we don't sell any single pots because normally cole crops just head. So we only do packs, and we seem to sell them pretty well. If someone does want just 1 or 2 plants, we'll normally just cut a pack open and give it to them. But we do prefer to sell them as the 806 trays. Now this may look a little weird, but I gotta leave 1 space for a kale tray. We are waiting for tags. Matt is grabbing them. So I just gotta leave 1 space right there. We should.
Sorry, Harold was up there.
And that should about do it for our first planting of cole crops for sales. We've got everything transplanted along here, and now all we have to do is give everything a little drink. Now that everything's watered, we should be good. We have to be very careful when we're watering, especially from height with that wand, because it can actually push some of the plants out. But Matthew did a good job. If you've done this long enough, you know how much water pressure you can use and how high you can be. So we're just gonna let these go, and within a month, we should start selling these, so that'll be exciting. Well, everyone, that should about do it in greenhouse number 6 today. We're gonna head up into the farm market because it's almost lunchtime. What are you working on in here?
Filling up some pots.
Daniel's getting the girls all taken care of. Got these all filled. Now he's working on those. Just got all those pots filled up. Now it's time to go up and get some lunch. Let's see what we're having for lunch today. Got ham sandwiches over there and halushki. Looks good to me. We just got done with lunch and I'm walking up to the germination greenhouse. I just want to check on some things. I want to make sure nothing's dried out, make sure it's not too hot in here, which sounds a little ridiculous when it's 30 degrees out, but 78 in here, so it's pretty nice. From what I can see, everything is looking pretty good. Nothing looks dried out, which is a big positive for us. That's a good thing. But I'm excited to show you guys how everything is growing from the other day when we seeded all of our cole crops. Isn't that a beautiful sight? We've got plenty of stuff that has germinated really, really well. And there's even some seeds that are still poking out of the soil. We've got some working right here on the Savoy cabbage. But you can see the germination rates are looking really good. And that is always a positive. All this stuff still popping out of the soil. These are germinating well. It really helps out when you have a greenhouse like this to give you optimal conditions to grow all different types of vegetables. And before I go, I just want to show you some peppers here. Look at these jalapenos. Look at them. Wow. They're almost ready for transplanting, so we'll have to be moving them out shortly. This greenhouse is nice and all, but I'm sweating. Whew. It is hot in there. Just taking the time to look over on the hill. All the cattle are out grazing. The grass is starting to grow and they've been out in the pasture so much lately. I don't know, I just love seeing that. There's something satisfying about that. Right, that's a big egg. Big egg. That probably hurt a chicken. I was hungry for eggs this morning. I didn't get any. But...
Yeah, I was hungry for eggs and then I ate an orange. It was good, but
Daniel just took a full box of eggs up. Already got a few cartons placed in here. There we go. We had 3 days worth of eggs to go through. And our chickens have really been putting in a lot of work. So we're proud of them. I think it's the positive reinforcement that we've been offering. You know, the ladies like to be told they're doing a good job. Did you just get done eating lunch? Did you just get done eating lunch? Yes, you did. Look at that hair. Wow. She's been a really, really good girl, but her teeth are coming in. She's got 2 nice teeth there on the bottom. And she's been a little fussy lately, right? Especially at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, that should about do it for today. We had a busy day. We got a lot of stuff planted, got a lot of stuff moved around. That's what we like to see. Helping people eat their own food. Well, grow their own food and then eat it. That's what we're all about here. All right, everyone. So what we're having for dinner tonight, Grammy made meatloaf, mashed potatoes, asparagus, and then what is that called? Cucumber salad? Yeah. Cream cucumber salad. Looks really good. And then over here, Grammy made monster cookies. They're like oatmeal raisin cookies with M&Ms in them. Pretty good. We're all sitting down for dinner, so this is where we're gonna end the video. We'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.